Hello, good morning to day two. And I've put in the title today, The Power of a Good Night, a good sort of nighttime routine. And that's a bit tongue in cheek because last night my nighttime routine was, not what I would recommend at all, which has a knock-on effect to the day, of course. So, had a really good day yesterday, really positive, really energized, and really productive. I don't know, it's not something that happens totally often. Hi, Catherine. It's, quite often the day is filled with, oh God, I've got all these things I needed to get done and I didn't get done. But last night I I sort of got some stuff really out of the bag. So it started off with a good morning routine because I was talking to you guys, did all my rituals and still got some of my rituals in place. They haven't all gone to pot, so still got my lemon water. I had a call with a potential client, somebody who's looking to be a case study for me for my Map to Wellness program, which was really exciting. And I that just energizes me doing this work. So finding something that fills up your cup in the morning is so worthwhile. So if anybody else is interested in being a case study, it's a donation-based case study. It's a 12-week program to get to know yourself on a deeper level is what it really does. And by knowing yourself, the next step is loving yourself. So this is a loving yourself program, and with the aim of believing, embedding the beliefs using an ABC process. Very simple: awareness, acceptance, breathwork, and beliefs, having the courage to change. And that's what the program does for people. But this isn't a pitch. This is just saying that yesterday I had a call with somebody where I talked about that, and that really energized me. I then had a call with my coach, which was a working call. So I got to have some coaching, but also got some real work done. And what I was working on was the sales page for my Map to Wellness program, so I can then send it to anybody that is interested, that should have all the information that anybody might need who wants to go on the program. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to write a sales page. It is really challenging. There's so much that you're trying to cover on there for anybody from all different learning styles of what they'd want to know. But it's nearly completed. Well, it's several steps nearer than it was yesterday, so that is a real bonus. Then I had a nice healthy lunch. I let my guinea pigs out for a little run. I actually ate my lunch outside. It was a bit cold, but it was sunny, so it was lovely. That is not like that today. Today is looking a bit grey and wet, but yesterday morning, if you remember, was very nice. And then I took my son to my youngest. Well, both my sons came with me actually. We went to Coventry, which is not ideal at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but that's when my son booked his theory test. So we all traipsed across to Coventry in rush hour, in the middle of the city centre where there's no parking spots, and I am pleased to announce that he passed his theory driving test, which is such a relief because he only just literally was on the cusp. So that's really good. And then I took them out for a bit of food on the way back. So I had a really good day. And then I've been watching a series. Now, I don't watch much telly because it can really affect your mood, can't it? I don't know. Some programs can really elevate your mood, and this is all about elevating your vibration. So I'm now really conscious of what things I'm watching, and I don't like things that are going to play with my head a little bit and take up space in my head that doesn't bring me joy. However, I've got caught up in a series that a couple of people have recommended. It's called Dead to Me, and it's only, I think it's three series of about 8 episodes, and all the episodes are only about half an hour each, so it's not too bad but it is playing with my head a little bit. And I did watch, I think I watched, because you get sort of dragged into it as well. It's a time sucker, isn't it, watching telly? And don't really have much that I don't want times to be sucked out of me. But also what it does is it takes you out of your own head for a while. Any films or any, watching any series or anything definitely takes you out of your own head. But then, yeah, I do want to finish watching it now because I've started and I want to see what happens. And apparently it does end. It's not one of these perpetual ones that keep going. But I'm not sure if it's bringing me as much joy as I would like it to bring. So that's just a bit of an aside to notice where, if you are going to watch things or listen to things, how do they fill your cup? How do they make you feel? And it's good to get out of our own heads and take us, and that's what TV and film and novels do for you as well. But they can take up headspace as well, and I'm not sure how much headspace I want to take up with it's not even it's not even a real thing. It's a story, but then stories can teach us so much as well, and we can learn even from fantasy or not real stories, because I can't think of what the word is when it's not factual, fictional, even fictional stories. But yeah, they do take you to another place. So I watched an episode of that, and then one of the things that I wanted to get done was my thing for Christmas. I'm not a great Christmas gift giver, but for my family, I give photo calendars. So I make a calendar, a family calendar, and I do different ones for different pockets of the family. And I had to do it if I wanted to get half price calendars before the 1st of December. So there's a bit of a time constraint on it. And last night I just got them done. So it took a while. I was still going on my computer to gone midnight, which is not ideal for a bedtime routine. So an ideal bedtime routine, super ideal one, would really be shutting down your screens, certainly your working screens, much, much earlier. In my ideal world, I'll be shutting off at 7, having some wind down time to lay, and then getting into bed for 9. I don't think that's ever actually happened, but certainly don't want to be on the computer and working, because what happens then, and it is sort of work, is that your head's I was awake, I wasn't feeling tired. So when I actually got into bed, we did go outside and take Sophie for a walk later, which was good, but then I went back on my computer again, which is not good. So take a breath, Gina, and forgive yourself for not being as good as it could be. Interesting, the lady I spoke to yesterday had a lot of shoulds in her conversation. I should be doing this, I should be doing that. So I invite you, if you've got any shoulds in your conversation of what you should have done or what you should be doing, to take them out of your conversation and give yourself a break. Forgive yourself. So let's take a breath, a nice big deep breath in. If it's safe to do so, close your eyes. If it's not, keep them open and be fully present, but still take the breath. A nice big deep breath in. As deep as you can go. Hold it for a second or two, and then make the release slower and longer than the in-breath in. And that's all that you're doing, is focusing on that out-breath and making it as long as you possibly can. And another one, just to calm it down, all the things that you feel you should be doing. Forgive ourselves for being where we are. Celebrate having, doing what you have done. So I'm celebrating a real productive day, because it does feel good getting those things ordered and it's done and it's dusted. I'm not going to think about them. I can just get on with watching my my episodes, get them out the way, take them out of my head. So it took me ages to get to sleep last night, and I've been listening to something on YouTube which I listen to as I go to sleep. It's a spiritual thing, but it is quite deep. And I was drifting in and out of consciousness from probably about 1 to about 3. And I woke up about, I don't know, 5:30, 6:45. And then my head was going, so I ended up writing a to-do list because I was remembering things that I needed to get done. So they're all written down now out of my head onto paper effectively. And then I've been listening, and I was trying to distract myself with something else to take me out of my head. So I listened to an Audible book. I'm going to tell you what I will share it with you what the book's called, because it was talking about, now let's see if I can remember, because I was drifting in and out of consciousness. It was talking about the impermanence of life, and it's a spiritual book again, but talking about accepting the impermanence of life. And also, interestingly, it was accepting suffering as part of life as well. And suffering is one of those words that I try not to use, because suffering is, and they do mention it in the book, but it is perception. So how we see our situation, and whether we suffer from that situation or whether we just acknowledge it and embrace it, how much suffering I think is down to us. But it's definitely worth pondering on. Definitely worth pondering on. And another thing that I'm going, no, let me stop a minute and think what I'm. So I was sharing with you about pondering on suffering, sharing with you about my not very good bedtime routine and how maybe you can learn from that. But also, when you have a real productive day or maybe a late night, then that could have, not necessarily, what we think about becomes. So just be prepared to give myself a little bit of a break today. I haven't got too busy a day. I've got a few calls, and later on this evening I don't know if you're aware, I run a Healing Vibrations membership group, which is quite a small group at the moment. There's only 2 people in it. But every week we connect on a Zoom call, and we share some breath work together. We go through a relaxation exercise, and then we discuss whatever is coming up for us at the moment. And if there's nothing on the agenda that anybody else wants to bring up tonight, I'm going to ponder about the whole idea of suffering and how we can maybe use that to our best advantage. Can we use suffering to our best advantage? It's quite interesting. So if anybody is interested in learning more about the Healing Vibrations membership, it's simply like I said, a weekly call, usually on a Wednesday. It's sort of 5:30, 6:30 my time, depending where, what people can do. I'm pretty flexible. So if that sounds like something that would interest you, then come along and join us for a session. Let me know, and I can tell you. Well, I can tell you how much it costs. It costs £33 a month, so it's not very cost prohibitive if it's something that's going to fill your cup up at all. So, but come along and see, try for free, see if you like it, see if you like the vibe, and take it from there. But today I'm not singing. So let's do a little bit of singing just to ignite my happy, ignite my beliefs. So we've done the breath work, we've had a breathe. Then our intention for the day. So my intention today is to be gentle with myself, because what I didn't do yesterday, I didn't do any lying down time. My Shakti mat actually, since I've been on holiday, has not been used as much. So my intention today is to be really gentle with myself. When I feel tired, listen to myself and lie down and love myself, forgive myself for well, no, be proud of myself for getting the things done, because I am really. It's such a relief that that's done and out the way, because that was a real energy sucker as well. So recognizing what your energy suckers are and either do them, get rid of them out the way, prioritize them. Okay. Yeah, maybe making the calendars would have been a better priority than watching a series, but then sometimes watching a series just gives you a break as well. So give you a break, give yourself a break, give myself a break. That is what I'm going to do today. And what emotions would I like to feel today? Gratitude, definitely. I'm determined to be grateful for more things. I haven't fed my guinea pigs yet and I can hear them squeaking. And what I also did yesterday when I picked up my elder son from my ex's, he had a whole load of milk for thistles that were just going past their best in his front little garden. So I've picked them all for the guinea pigs because they really like milk thistles. So they'll be really happy. So I'm really pleased about that as well. And hi Yinka, hi Deborah, how you doing? And Rebecca, hi Becky. I've already said hi to Catherine. So yeah, that's my intention today. So the I is for intention. N is for in nature, get out in nature. So I've stuck my head outside the door. I do that every morning. Just breathe in whatever the weather is doing. Say my little morning prayer. Look at the sky, see what the sky is doing. Breathe in the fresh air, or as fresh as you can get round here. And I will take Sophie out later and to get out in nature. So intend, T, what are you telling yourself? We talked about this earlier as well. What are you telling yourself? So it's be very easy if you have a disturbed night to tell yourself how tired you are. So I'm going to tell myself the opposite. I haven't done my complete exercise routine, but I've done a good chunk of it. And that's got my blood moving a little bit. So I'm just going to be conscious what I tell myself. But I'm going to tell myself that I've got energy and I'm going to nurture the energy that I've got. So that's intend. I've forgotten the acronym. No, ignite. I'm doing intend. So I is for intend. G is for gratitude. So interesting, my intention for my emotion was gratitude anyway. So it's stuck in the subconscious, isn't it? Definitely gratitude is a good thing. What are you going to be grateful for today? And what are you telling yourself? Because that's what we talked about yesterday as well. Talk to your body. Tell your body what you need it to do. Tell your body how grateful you are for it being there, for it getting you through the night, for tell yourself how grateful you are that your body is working all its internal organs. Tell your body that you wish it to take all the nutrients from the food you're going to eat today and expel any stuff that it doesn't need. Tell your body you're going to give it rest and love. So what you tell yourself: ignite, get out in nature. I've done it totally the wrong order. Intend to be happy, intend to be grateful to, get out in nature and ingest wonderful food. So what are you going to eat today? And I made a mess up on my vegetable box, which meant to be delivered today, but I didn't have any money on my card. So I've had to, it's not coming till Friday now. So I'll have to wait for my vegetables, but I have got a veggie chili that I took out the freezer. So I'm celebrating that, and I've got a salad left. So I'm not going to starve. And I might do a little fast day tomorrow, actually. Gives me an opportunity to, I don't like to fast when there's loads of food in, but if there's no food in, I'll have a fast day tomorrow, which is good to reset your body as well. So where am I? Ignite, nature, ingest, what you tell yourself, talk to your body, tell yourself that you've got the energy, and E, enjoy. Enjoy your day. Decide what you're going to enjoy. Decide to enjoy more things. Enjoy the mess. Enjoy the chaos. Enjoy the suffering. I don't know. Can you enjoy suffering? The suffering. I'll share the book with you because it's an interesting listen, and I'll maybe see if I can grab a few quotes from it if I get time, because yeah, it's interesting thought process. And this work is all about shifting our perception, all about shifting what we see currently, all about accepting and being with what we are. And that's okay. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to feel a bit low. It is okay, because it's to be curious. So rather than beat yourself up for how you feel, be curious and accept that actually where you're meant to be is where you're meant to be. But what are these feelings trying to tell you? What are they really trying to tell you? Is there any suffering in there that needs digging a bit deeper and discovering what it is that it's really talking to you? If your body's talking to you, any aches or pains or challenges in your body, it is talking to us. I'm still listening, legs, about what you're trying to tell me. Probably still is about slowing down. So yeah, let's listen to my legs a bit and take it a bit slower today. So if anybody would like to join us this evening, it's at 6:30 tonight UK time for an hour on Zoom to discuss probably suffering. Do you want to come and discuss suffering? Doesn't sound very jolly, but I promise you will leave a bit more elevated. It definitely is a cup filling exercise. So in the meantime, yeah, let's have a little song. I'm a bit dry now. Done a lot of talking. Ignite my happy, ignite the happy in me. I think, Becky, I need to go to do some of your singing lessons. If you've got any other singers in there, my apologies for my tune, but maybe you can turn it into a bit of a better one. Ignite my happy, ignite the happy in me. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. It fills my world with wonder and every day with glee. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Use the Big Night acronym to work through your day. And whenever you get a challenge, just go through it and see how it can elevate your day. And remember to, see if you can get a good bed night routine. So if I'm finishing at 7:30 tonight on Zoom, then I want to close down my computer pretty prompto after that. So that is my invitation to myself, and have a nice early night. All right, my lovelies, thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will, I'll see you tomorrow, if not before. Let me know if you want to join me later. All right, darling, see ya.